Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back to working on the Neon. Today we're going to be replacing the factory upper and lower torque struts with some aftermarket ones. They're going to have smaller bushings and more material in there, so there's less engine flex. So let's get to that. So I got these new torque arms for the Neon. I was going to put them on a little bit further down the road when we were making a little bit more horsepower out of the engine, because I don't think we're really exceeding what the stock ones are capable of. I mean, if you had an SRT4 or something, or we were making crazy power, then these would be a worthwhile upgrade, but I don't think we're making enough torque to actually be stressing the factory ones too much. So but I have them. I'm still don't have the money yet to get the coilover suspension and wheels I'm going to get for the car, so we'll throw these on the car now. But just for fun, I wanted to see if they were lighter than the original ones. So this is the lower torque strut, and it weighs just under 3 pounds. So 2 pounds, 14 ounces. Let's see what the aftermarket one weighs. Oh, it's actually slightly lighter. So 2 pounds, about 7 ounces. So yeah, surprised it's a little bit lighter. I have to take the top one off yet, and then I can weigh that one. But so that'll be the next clip. The factory style upper mount, it comes in at 2 pounds, 9 ounces. And the aftermarket one comes in at about 1 pound, 5 ounces. So we do the math quick, and we save almost 2 pounds, 1 pound, 11 ounces between the factory torque struts and a set of aftermarket ones. So, I mean, it's not much, but it's weight that's on the front of the vehicle, and this one's up high too, so it's not a bad place to lose weight either. So any weight reduction's good. There's the lower one installed. Just got to put the dust cover on. That keeps stones out from getting flung up and getting in the belt, knocking the belts off the pulleys. So just gotta get that back on, and then the upper one is installed as well. That one's done. So yep, just gotta get the dust cover on and the wheel, and it's all back together. So there's a pair of motor mounts. They're approximately in the center of the engine height wise, one on this side and then one on the transmission side underneath the battery. The torque struts are at the upper ones at the top of the motor, and the lower ones at the bottom of the motor. And really, they just control movement from the engine rocking in the engine bay here. These have, the bushings are smaller diameter, and there's a lot more material. And instead of rubber, they're polyurethane. So there's going to be less movement. It does transfer more vibration into the car, and I've noticed about 1750 RPM and down to idle, there is a noticeable increase in vibration, but above 2000 RPM or so up, the vibration's not noticeable. So that there is a downside to that. But the engine doesn't rock in the engine bay. So if the engine's not rocking, that torque that's twisting the motor is actually going into driving the wheels and propelling the car, theoretically. So it should be a little bit quicker, but these are really for car turbocharged SRT4s that you're actually putting down a significant amount of power. In my instance here, we're not really stressing the stock ones to their limit, I guess is the appropriate way to phrase that. But I had them, so I decided to install them. So because haven't been able to afford the coilovers yet, so I had these, so I might as well throw them on the car. And we did save a couple pounds. So I think we are approaching the limit of the factory PCM. From the last test that we did with the underdrive pulley, I thought we'd pick up a significant amount of time in the 0 to 60 test that I did. And so I think we're approaching, or we're at the limit of the factory PCM. I mean, I read online that putting the exhaust system on the car, header, and a catback exhaust system, all it really does is make the car louder. It doesn't really respond to that free-flowing exhaust very well. But yeah, so there's one more thing I want to try though before. I don't know if anyone's tuning the 2005 Neons or PCMs, regular Neons. The SRT4s is a different story. So if anyone knows anyone tuning the the factory PCM on just a regular 2.0 Neon, please comment that below. But so if no one is, then we're gonna have to go standalone if we really want to try to get any kind of horsepower out of this thing. And if we do that, we might as well just do a 2.4 liter swap and be done with it. But yeah, like I said, there's one more thing, well, two more things I'm going to try to squeeze out a little bit more power out of the thing. And the next is going to be a colder intake, replacing this factory air box and this corrugated intake tube between the throttle body and the intake manifold. We'll replace that with a solid one, solid rubber coupling, or aluminum tube. We'll figure it out eventually when we get there. But this that corrugated tube, as the air is flowing through that, that's going to create a little bit of turbulence, so reducing a little bit of volumetric efficiency. So if we can replace that with something better, something smoother, it should be an improvement. But unless the PCM is the limitation here, like I said. So but yeah, we'll do a cold air intake. Unfortunately, no one's making a cold air intake kit for it anymore, so it's going to be all custom fabricated. And while we're in there, I have a spare throttle body, and the only thing I'm really going to do here is they use a plastic butterfly valve. The only thing I'm really going to do is trim those screws down and then Loctite them in. It'll be worth a couple CFM, not much, but since we're here, it's better than nothing. So we'll do that, colder intake. So yeah, that's the next test. We'll see if that picks up any power. If not, then I have one more trick we'll try, and if that doesn't work, yeah, then we're at the limitations of the factory PCM, and we either need to get it tuned or go standalone. So we'll figure out what's available and what we could do and which way we're going to go for that. So that'll be in a future episode. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please let's try to get 5 likes on my video. Please help me grow this channel. If you don't like the video, just comment below if it's some constructive criticism of how I can improve my videos. I'd appreciate that too. So and like I said, if anyone knows anyone tuning the factory 2005 2.0 Neon PCMs, please comment that below, because that really helped me out too. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.